didn't beat. Like I did. Oh wait, I don't even need to roll it. I wasn't. I got a fucking. I don't have to do. Go to sleep. Like. Take a quick. No. Quick me. Call me. You're a sick fuck. You like a quick fuck. We don't. Yeah, we are. Most of us already know.
Wormy.
Feels like there's magic in every thread of this cowl. Something for Gale, certainly.
Very fine drow weave indeed, if you'll excuse the pun. I could most certainly use it.
What happens if you wear armor that you don't have proficiency in? I should have fucking gave him light armor. Damn it, Gale. Oh, no, I'm not even talking about for myself. Yeah, fucking wizards suck with armor. Well, yeah, but he just got a fucking helmet, but it's light, and he can't use it because I didn't give him the fucking light armor proficiency feat.
That old idiot.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm going. I'm going to a drive-through Stranger Things experience in LA in February. I've never watched a single episode of it. I can relate. But see, I didn't know mind flayers could be good. I thought they were all just inherently bad. Oh, crit.
Surprised this hay hasn't gone up in flames yet. Feed for the beasts.
Neither did Han when he fucking first joined, or no, in fucking what's his name's fucking campaign. And you were just
An untouched stack of hay. Mustn't be any horses around.
The ox tenses, horns lowered in your direction.
really Ox. You wanna fucking go? Do you like pina colada?
This is the spot Rugen marked. Doesn't look like much.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger!
Not one, god damn it.
Burn, bastard!
Well met. I trust I've made myself clear. Step next. Stop. Upon this is pronounced. Words will now appear. Excellent. Now repeat my instructions back to me, please. In that case, this will be an easy exercise. Step 1, and next. Right. You then have access to the letter and remember to play them clockwise. And after that, that's not even close. And best of luck.
That's racist. Well, the stream's been up for like 16 minutes. Because I said I was. No, you said that 5 minutes after I started streaming. Because Advantage!
Wicked magic sleeps in this cowl. Think I'd better consume it for my own good.
Fiat voluntas Dei! Fluet! Maya Fortio! You'd think some starving beast would have eaten this hay by now. Maya Fortio!
Feed for the beasts.
Maya Fortio!
Looks like there's a chest buried in that hay.
This is the spot Rugen marked. Doesn't look like much. Maya Fortio!
You spot a man.
Bugger! Burn, bastard!
weighted dice. Need nice weighted die. Properly balanced. Okay. No, but we're sponsored by the 4D20 Studios. Share some of the tips.
Um, can she see a name on that collar?
That depends. Will Aurora's character allow you to?
Yes, there is a it's a collar, and on it there is a small stone with the name Penelope carved into it.
Beautiful. Okay. Um, she gets out her shield and she sits behind it, and she just says, "Hi, Penelope. Please don't hurt me."
The wolf sniffs you as you begin to attempt to approach. It steps into the water. And I imagine Aurora's character is somewhere nearby.
Penelope goes out to hunt, and Rin hides up in the trees to pick anything off.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy, Ren?
Yes.
All right, make me a stealth check.
Do.
You got an 18.
What?
You got to beat an 18.
Oh, yeah, I do that easily. I got a 26.
All right. You see the wolf? See the collar? Don't see a master.
Um, does it look like this? Does it look like Penelope's just going for a bath or like running off?
Penelope's just kind of chilling, not actively running, but also not like comfortable.
Then I don't even think I can beat that stealth score. All right. Then Rory is going to take out her battle axe, sit at the edge of the water, and just
You mean sit in the
kind of
water because
watch it.
you're not like on an elevated platform, Cliff. You're walking knee deep water.
Then kneel and just kind of watch over the wolf.
As soon as Rory takes out her battle axe, Ren releases her arrow.
Are you aiming at Rory or?
Well, yeah.
All right, make an attack roll.
Gotta be an AC of 20.
I just need to roll an 8 then. Which I do. Then yes, it hits. A 22.
22. The arrow flies, and Rory, the plates on the armor, they fit better than the chainmail you were wearing before. But there's still a couple chinks in the armor. There's still a couple points where you're basically wearing what would amount to like a leather tunic underneath, and an arrow just sinks pretty deep right into right into the shoulder, right near like the collarbone area, like right where the right where where the breastplate meets the vambraces.
It does 13 damage.
And you're not sure where the arrow just came from.
Don't attacks break stealth?
Yeah, but she does not know where the arrow came from still.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Like Ren would have to make another stealth check in order to go and get advantage on the attack, actually. But no, the attack hits, and Rory does not know where it came from.
Well, she's gonna yip really loudly when that happens and look around.
All right. When you look around, you notice that Chellin has started walking towards you, but something seems off. You're not sure of what. He just begins walking almost in a, I would say trance, but he's not like affected by anything. He's
a daze.
You can tell it by your a daze basically.
Rory puts her hands up. I'm chilling. Please don't come closer. Something's attacking us.
The wolf, seeing the arrow in your chest, gives a low growl.
Penelope, heal.
The wolf stops, maintaining its growl, but you can see the the fur on the back of its neck and whatnot is standing basically straight up.
Rin drops down from where she was hiding in the trees and looks up at Rory.
All right.
So, who are you exactly, and what the fuck are you doing here?
Rory. Rory gets behind her shield and starts growling. Why should I just talk to you?
Well, I called my dog off on you, so that there's that. I revealed myself to you, so also there's that. If you want, I can go resume in the trees, and we can play this game again, or we can talk like civil people. Huh?
If you wanted to talk, why did you shoot me?
You seem to be going after my wolf, so I did what I would do to anyone who drew their weapon near my wolf.
Oh. Well, I'm really just out here to protect my friends. But if you're going to shoot them, then I don't want you to see them.
Well, if your friends promise not to attack me or my wolf, there will be no need. But
Okay, but
the Shade Park is not a good place, and I don't always assume people are nice people. It is better to shoot first, and then no need to ask questions.
well, we fight a lot, so we draw weapons a lot. So please don't shoot us for drawing our weapons near a wolf.
Well,
That
if
will
I
only cause
know who you
problems.
are and trust you, then I won't have a problem, but
Well, I gotta make sure my friend is safe. So, do you need help?
do you need anything?
Is everybody dead or am I dead?
No, you're good.
I don't
I'm
know who's
not
dead.
sure what's going on.
Just okay.
I had to
Someone's dead.
reconnect.
Oh, okay.
Blair, I can't hear you. Oh, no,
You
I can.
can't? I'm not talking.
Um,
I was like, do you need help?
oh, okay. I didn't hear that part because I cut out. Sorry. Your thing just kept flashing, so I thought you were talking. Um, hmm. Um, yes, but I don't know if I should get help from you yet, and I don't know what's wrong with my friend, and I don't know if I can trust you.
Chillin, just keep swimming forward.
Um, I gotta go. And she puts her battle axe away and she starts swimming towards Chellin because she has no idea what's wrong with him at this moment.
Um, she reaches out and dashes towards Rory and tries to cast Cure Wounds on her. Before you go, I feel bad for shooting you, so
It's at this point where you hear the muttering coming from the goblin as he says something along the lines of must find the Black Banner Company.
Ooh, you're hunting them as well, huh, tiny friend?
No response.
Well, he's a social one.
Um, please don't talk bad about him. He's been through a lot.
Anyone
I-
who ends up here has.
I think he's just confused because he had recently had to escape my backpack.
Ah, I will take your word for it. But if you do need help, there are few guides in this world better than me for the Shademark.
Um, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Why would you help me if you don't know me?
That is a good question. Mainly because I have not seen people in a very long time that I haven't killed, at least. And especially since your friend here seems to be after the Black Banner Company, I feel like our paths may align a bit.
Okay, well, I guess that's fine. I'm just worried because one of our friends attacked another one of our friends. So, and the way we met was kind of similar to that, but you're just not my friend yet. So, you can see why I'm worried.
Yes, I would be quite concerned if you did just immediately help, or if you did just immediately take my offer. It seems you have good survival skills, which is a quality sadly not many people have. Uh, but I will do you no harm, and I am sorry, and I did heal you, so there's that.
Fine. But next time you want to play, just say so. But when I play, we both get to hurt each other.
I like your spirit, girl. So you have other friends traveling with you? Did the small one run off and that's why you came out here?
Yeah, like I said, he was pretty scared of being in my bag, and maybe he was scared because he was small. So, um, I, but I couldn't let him go out on his own. Um, especially not being so scared. So I
Yes,
just,
very smart.
yeah, so I followed him, and now we're both here. And I saw your puppy, and I wanted to come say hi.
Me and Penelope could help reunite you with your other friends and then help you with any further business you have in the Shade Mark.
Um, Roy looks around. Um, I guess I have no other option. Um,
Huh, guess not.
just please make sure to stand where I can see you, or at least
Mm,
smell you.
can do.
Thank
So,
you.
how do we get the little one to follow us?
Easy. Hold on. And she swims over to him and tries to grab him. Like, kind of cradle him.
Okay, you grab him.
I can carry him. It's gonna mean I swim slower if I have to swim, but it's okay.
Well, then let us get going. And Rin is going to try to follow tracks, fallen branches, anything like that that will lead them back to the party.
No need to follow that because you hear a scuffle.
Oh no.
To give you a rough idea, I'm framing this as this encounter is happening at the same time as Aurora's trying to carve Han's eye out.
Lord.
So Chellen gets away from the party. Rory's chasing after him. Parker, Han, and Amelia are dealing with Aurora. And just as you and Rin get back to the party, Rory, you notice Aurora is gone. Like, nowhere to be found.
She gets a little teary and she looks around. Where did Aurora go?
You know, I could have sworn she was right there, but she's not. So don't know.
Rory pulls out the battle axe again. I know what was happening wasn't good, but please tell me none of you hurt her. At least
Well,
worse than knocking her out.
I wouldn't have let that happen.
no, she got woken back up and all. I made sure everyone was up.
We were
I was just
trying
too
to
busy
help
fixing his
Han.
fucking head, and now she's. Oh dear
And
God,
then
where'd she go?
we turned around and she was gone.
Rory looks at Han. How are you?
He left.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that he left.
No, he put it in the chat.
Oh.
Of course he left in the chat. You see, he has a very bad head injury. He's not really looking at anything, which to be fair, he's missing like half of an eye, so
Man just went through it.
Nah, that's complete. Honestly, if he's also kind of like chilling and just dead zoned, I am totally accepting of that. Like, that's fine. I understand it.
No, Han's not dead zoned, but Han is very clearly clutching his eye. Like, you notice Amelia's like wrapping his head and whatnot, trying to staunch the bleeding. But yeah, the left side of Han's face is pretty fucked up.
She just kind of sits and looks worried. So what do we do now?
We keep people from bleeding. We don't die, and I hope we find. Maybe we should head back our way somewhere. I don't know.
Maybe we should find Aurora?
I mean, we could try, but at this point, it's been a good 10 minutes, and she's fast. And I don't know about you, but I have no idea how to, one, catch a flying person in a swamp, and two, get through this swamp.
She left, then she left. It's not gonna do us any going on.
Plus, if she's flying, she will be impossible to track without magic.
Oh, that's a new voice.
Uh,
Who are you?
Hi, I ran into your small friend and the pup as they ran off, and I was coming to help guide them.
That's wonderful, but I asked you for your name.
Oh, my name is Rin of the Marsh. You can just call me Rin.
It's a pleasure, Rin. I'm Amelia. This is my various companions if we're fucked in the marsh. It's a good thing you know how to get to the marsh, then, isn't it?
Your last name is of the marsh?
It's less of a last name and more of a title.
Where are you from?
The marsh.
So your name is Ren Marsh.
My tribe was located around here, yes.
Do you know where Aurora went?
If I did, I would help you, but I know no Aurora, and I definitely do not know her location.
Fair.
All right. So I'm going to be playing Chillin as Catatonic this session. Unless a fight breaks out, in which case he'll be acting as a heal bot, but that's it.
Fair.
So, Chillin, Rory, you helped Chillin up into the boat.
She also would tell everyone that he hasn't been responding, and is kind of acting protective.
Oh, wonderful. More unresponsive people. Just what I wanted.
All right, so you find yourselves gathering back at the boat. Everyone appears to be. I've given up at this point. I've called him during session during the Rory and Rin scene. I'm not expecting him to show up.
I'm just holding out hope.
Hope is only useful.
My
for
friend,
so long.
Hope is in prison. Anyways. So, with Rin effectively joining the party temporarily, there's a bit of a shaky sort of situation going on. All of you guys know is that Chellin is catatonic and muttering something about the Black Banner Company, and Rin, you're the only one that really knows your way around the Shade Merc aside from Chellin. So,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
Well, since everyone is either catatonic, banged up, or fucking completely missing an eye, which is a different level than banged up, I'm gonna lead them to a spot that I've probably been camping out with like enough room for a lot of people to camp for the night.
Okay.
Before anyone actually would go in that camp, I'm just gonna say Rory will smell it out to make sure it's safe.
It's just like ground. There's no like huts or anything like that.
No. She'll smell for traps and stuff.
Alright, make
Trees.
me a perception check because there's no mechanisms. You're basically looking for any deadfall traps, basically.
$19.
19. Looking throughout it's not like a clearing or anything. There is, and it's not exactly dry land. The ground here is moist, but not necessarily you're not walking ankle deep or knee deep in water. You're I would say if you were to like try and like rest on this, you'd probably get your clothes would probably get soaked through. But for the most part, seems safe.
She looks back at the party. Okay, there's no traps or anything. It's safe. And then,
You also do notice a small little fish man looking at you.
a small little fish man.
A small little fish man.
Okay.
Looking, its bulbous eyes looking at you. Its head is like slightly cocked a little bit, looking at you. It's just like trying to figure out who you are.
When you say small, how small are we talking?
A little bit taller than Chellin.
Okay. So Rory's gonna kind of kneel down to its height and wave. Hello.
One moment, I'm posting it in artwork. Sorry, no, visual aid.
Oh, this is gonna be a door. You're handing me a friend. Fun.
Do I know this fish man, or is this just a random
okay.
fish man?
It's a random fish man. You see that he's wearing like a bone necklace sort of thing with various teeth on it. The teeth are large, like they cover the majority of his torso.
Look at that little fish. Look at him.
He's wearing appears to be like a small loincloth, more or less. No weapons or anything. He's just watching the party out of idle curiosity.
You don't need weapons. Look at them hands.
Rin, you would know these creatures are Quotoa. They are indigenous to the swamplands of the Shade Mark, and they primarily stay within the glades.
Oh, hello, little friend. Oh, did you come to say hello?
It looks at you, says something in a language I'm pretty sure you don't understand, and then dives in the water.
Yo, fucking try me.
Common?
What?
The language?
Yeah.
Undercommon.
I know undercommon, motherfucker.
Okay. It says,
You speak like 8.
just watching as it dives in the water.
Oh, little cutie.
After he leaves, Rory's gonna look to Rin. Where do you sleep?
I normally sleep in a trio or something. With more people, we might make a ground camp. Especially with everyone being injured.
But the ground's really wet. And I don't know if we have enough tents. And
I can sleep on the floor.
no, you'll get sick. If you sleep in a wet area, you'll wake up sick.
I have 4. I can just clean it in the morning.
Who told you that you sleep on the floor and you'll wake up sick?
Someone who knows about pneumonia.
Not just in the floor, in wet floor. And she like taps her foot on the wet ground. See, it's wet. Dry ground's okay, but this ground, if you sleep in an area that's wet or like really cold, without insulation, you'll she wouldn't know that word. Without something to keep you warm or protected from it, you'll get sick.
I got something to protect it, and she kind of like rubs the fur on her.
I mean, to be fair, Roy, you do have a point. Pneumonia is a problem, but we do physically have to sleep. So I would recommend people who have cloaks probably just put their cloaks down first and maybe make a layer of cloaks or 2. It's the best we can really do.
There are several trees
Oh, well,
in,
there's several trees. Then.
like, they're mangrove trees. To give you a rough idea, you're still in the glades. You're on the edge of it now, but I'll say that you're probably looking at, I'll say 3 trees, give or take.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
how badly do you want to fuck with Rory?
It depends.
See, she doesn't know she's a warlock yet fully. She hasn't done any warlocky things, and she doesn't know she can't do druid things anymore. But she does know this is like mushy land that can be used by mold earth and made solid. So
Okay. Are you going
she's
to attempt to cast Mold Earth?
Mm-hmm. She's going
You
to
mutter the incantation to Mold Earth, and as you do, nothing happens.
she starts like looking around and like tapping the ground, seeing if it's any more solid. We have a big problem.
Yes, the floor's wet.
No. It's that I can't make it solid.
Most people can't make the wet ground solid.
That's true. And I mean, did you run out of magic for the day? That is possible. We did spend a while
In the
fighting.
back of your mind, Rory, you hear consume. And just beneath the surface, you see a little fish man. Still watching.
Rory, after it clicks in that she can't cast Mold Earth anymore, and that a lot of things are changing at once, she starts to look really panicked and like she's going to cry. But the second she hears consume, she looks over to the fishman, and she just bolts off running at the fishman.
Hey!
You rush towards the fish man. I imagine weapon drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Rory, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, you will not attack anything.
Hold on to what?
Make a weapon attack at disadvantage. It's underwater, so I don't know what weapon you want to use, whether you want to use Languish or the battle axe.
I'm gonna use the battle axe just because since Rin shot her, she's had her shield out.
Okay. I'll make 2 attacks. Both hit, and you make sushi out of them.
Okay.
The left eye, the fish.
Hey, what the fuck?
With the first strike, and with the second one, you just bury the axe into his midsection. He coughs out this gout of this purplish, blackish blood. He just collapses into, well, he just falls deeper and then starts floating onto the surface of the water. In the back of your mind, you hear, proceed.
Still sniffling a bit, she picks up all the pieces that she can, and she kind of like whispers to it. I hope that was quick. I'm sorry. In nature, we all get hunted sometime, though. and she walks back to the group, and she sits all the food down and starts eating some. I got dinner.
Wait, are you okay?
You should at least cook it first, child. Do you know how many parasites are in fish?
It's okay.
No,
okay.
it's not. It's literally not. And that's not even the worst part. I think that's sentient. Are those things sentient?
Yes, that is a complete living creature that she just brutally murdered.
You
Okay,
watch
okay.
Rin. What's your passive perception?
My passive. Oh, I
Or
forgot
whoever
that.
has the highest passive?
I have
15.
19.
Is that Blair?
I only have 15. It's not that high.
19? Okay. 1 second. I'll check Chellen's as well.
Does Challen count
Okay,
given they're
so
catatonic?
yes, he does count, but he's not going to do anything about it. Chellen and Amelia, the two of you, begin looking around, following the grisly murder of this Quotoa, as you see a slightly smaller Quotoa and a slightly larger one
Oh no.
off in the distance. About, I'm going to say, they're not trying to be stealthy. They're watching. They're very clearly making their presence known. They're watching you. But upon the death, with the first strike, you watch as the mother Quotoa covers the eyes of the baby Quotoa.
Oh dear God. Rory, you just killed
And
someone's father.
In front of them!
as you hear this faint crying now coming from the baby Quotoa as it and the mother, you think it's the mother anyway, begin to walk away while they swim through the roots and they're gone.
Why are you
No,
killing
before that
people's
happens,
parents?
Rin takes the fucking food that she's saved up and yells out to them in Undercommon. Wait, please,
I don't think Ren can see it though.
Actually, no.
fuck! No! Rin feels bad!
Only Amelia and Chellen saw this, and Chellen's catatonic.
No.
Okay, Rory, you need to stop eating that. That was someone's parent. There's a crying child you just semi-orphaned.
In the back of your mind, Rory, you hear, could have been fully orphaned.
Do you think that's okay? Just kill people's parents in front of them. That kid's gonna be fucked up for life now. Not that they're already fucked up because they live here, but still. You know better than that. I thought. Don't you?
Shit happens.
Ragnar, I agree. Shit happens,
If
but
Rory didn't kill
that's
it,
literally
someone
someone's parent.
or something else would have
And
killed it.
regardless, you still need to uphold the natural ways of the forest, and that is not natural.
And we had plenty of food.
Rory stands up, with tears in her eyes and looks to Rin, and she looks really angry.
Rory, is there a reason?
Hold on. Rin, please don't talk to me like that. I come from a place where anyone can be hunted. And when you met me, you shot me and you knew I could talk. I don't know what happened. I didn't really want to do that. But don't talk to me like that, please. And then she turns back around to Parker. What was your question?
Did you have a reason to kill him?
I don't know. Hold on 1 second. I gotta roll deception.
Yeah, you do.
Not at you.
Ah, Jesus.
Nope.
6.
Hella insight. I can
Um,
pass that on a 1.
No need. If your passive insight is probably high enough to discern the deception.
Everyone's passive insight is a 10. We all
That's
know
why
she's
it's-
full of shit.
That's why I said we could pass that on a 1.
Everett, why do you
Um,
need to know my girl so well? She's just trying to
the
lie.
Rory, you say that, and you get the sense that they don't believe you whatsoever. In
I
the
don't
back of
believe
your
you whatsoever.
you hear,
Honey,
and
I can teach you
in
how
the
to
back of
lie.
your
That's
mind, you
not
hear a chuckle as you smell what appears. Rory, you smell what appears to be sulfur now emanating from like a sulfurous, almost brimstone coming from your cloak.
Is it enough to hurt
Only
her
you smell
nose?
this. No, it's enough for you to know that it's enough for you to discern that whatever entity you sign that you made a deal with is pleased with what you've just done. But only you smell that. The rest of the party does not smell brimstone or sulfur.
Um, her. Anyone looking right at her would see her nose start twitching when she smells this, and she starts shaking her head. And if anyone is within 5 feet of her right now, after what she just did, they would hear her whisper to herself, please, I don't want to talk right now. I can't talk right now. I gotta think.
Okay. Well, given I walked up to you, I can definitely hear that one. Okay, you can think, but we're burying this man, and you're not eating more of him.
No,
Okay.
no, we can't.
Can I take him a little bit away from you? Is that
You
okay?
can bury, you can bury some, because I feel bad, but you can't bury all. I have to eat some.
Okay, we're talking about this as soon as Han's not catatonic anymore, because I'm 90% sure this is more his thing than mine.
I
Only
mean,
90.
Parker could also try and discern it because
I don't know if Amelia actually knows what Parker is.
no, but I'm just saying if Parker wanted to make some sort of check, she could.
Okay, I'll make a check. What's the check?
What exactly do you want to do?
I just want to know why she wants to eat this man.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to start gathering like 95% of this man up and taking him away from her.
Let me help you, Amelia.
Thank you, Ren.
It is the way of the spirits to honor the dead.
Rory,
That sounds about right.
Rory's going to pick up her battle axe again. No, I don't trust you yet. Please don't go alone with her.
Hun? Okay. Ragnar, can you follow us, please?
Yeah, because I don't trust her either. And we are going to be talking about how you shot at Rory.
We will. That's the intended conversation for this, actually. You're good at this, Ragnar. Let's go.
All right, so I'm going to cut over to, well, Parker, would you roll first?
What was I rolling?
Insight.
Okay. 10.
Man's got to eat.
Ugh.
Cutting over to Amelia, Rin, and Ragnar.
Alright. Well. Okay, Rin. Conversation A. What the fuck's with shooting the child? Did you just mess up our child?
Just want to put this out. The entire time that we're talking, Ragnar is going to have his hand on the hilt of the.
I
So
didn't
is
do.
weapon drawn, Ragnar?
No. He's just he has his hand on the hilt of the sword, ready to be drawn at like a moment's notice, but it's still in his sheath.
Okay.
I didn't do anything. I shot her with a regular arrow. I didn't. I was unsure.
That still
So,
sounds like.
yes, I shot her. Let me explain. So, Penelope, my wolf over here, her and I have a way of hunting food for her to eat, of her going down to the water hole, and I hunt from above. But I saw Rory, I think is what you called her, come near Penelope, and I was like, it was a bit confusing because there isn't many people that aren't with the Black Banner Company, so I was very concerned about that for a while. And then she drew her axe and started approaching my wolf, and I fired.
Insight.
Double insight.
Go for it.
What's my modifier again?
I'm not gonna have.
That's a dirty 20.
Bro, same.
Rin's not lying. That's what happened.
No, but she doesn't know that.
Yeah, it's good that you did an insight. I'm glad you passed. But Rin is like fully. There's an evil company with people. The only people in the Shade Merc that I know of left, pretty much. And they just, she drew her sword and was coming for my wolf, and I'm like, well, not gonna let this happen.
Okay, so we have to talk before about talking wolves and fishmen, if I'm reading this right. How are you reading this one, Ragnar? Good? Bad? Stab?
Because I also got 30-20.
Nice day. Alright, fine.
All I have to say on that, though, ever attack anybody else, anybody in this group, I will cut you down.
Then you might want to talk to Roy about attacking peaceful creatures of this world.
Peaceful or not, it's what happens in the wild.
You must have not been to the Shade Merc before then, friend.
No, I haven't. I have been on my own many a year. And everything world, your own race is.
Yeah, I can't agree with that one, hun. Sentient things are typically left alone, though typically wolves are considered a fair ground. So I can see why Rory would go after if she was hunting. But we have plenty of food, and I don't know why I should be hunting.
I get it if the creature is attacking you, that's kind of the only way. Or if it's something non-sentient, but she did just straight up kill a sentient creature.
I'm not.
We have to have a
I don't
large talk with
expect either one of you to understand, but at the very least, you should respect that.
I mean, I don't want to see it, and I don't want to eat it, but
She asked you to eat.
I don't know what she was intending, given she brought back the
she
group
was
and said, "Hey, I brought food." So yes, she literally asked everyone to partake with her. Did you miss this, Ragnar? I understand some people have different moral sets, and that's perfectly fine. I can't stop you or her, but as far as I'm aware, she was not typically of that moral set. And typically, people should know what they're eating before they eat it, if they have the choice. Allergens and all that, you know? You need to know what you're eating. It's only fair. Isn't it? Anyhow, let's not stab each other and hope that Rory gets her sanity back in the next hour or two and we bury 95% of this poor fish man.
From what you gather, one, it's pretty hard to bury a body in the Shade Mark, given how the majority of the land is taken by swamp. Rin, you'd know that from your experience dealing with creatures and the various denizens of the Shade Mark, both sentient and not sentient, you'd know that a lot of the time the best way to deal with it is to let the buzzards or let other creatures consume what remains, whether it be piranhas, alligators, or whatnot.
Burying isn't really what we do in the Shade Merc, not enough solid ground. So we just kind of. There's multiple choices. We can put the remainder of the body on the semi-solid ground and the buzzards would come feed, or we can put him in the water and the other fish will take him.
I think the water makes more sense given that's where he lived.
Where's my little magic murderer at?
She's about 10 feet away from you, consuming the flesh of a Quotoa.
Oh, she's eating it.
Like 5% of it, yeah. So she has like maybe a
I
forearm.
leave for like 30 minutes, guys.
I know,
Told
we
to
needed
consume.
you.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, so actually the three warlocks and Shellen are the only ones back at camp. I'll say this: disposing of the body doesn't take very long. At most, about 10 minutes of just figuring out the best way to deal with it. But Han, you saw all this unfold. And in your experience with the storm, along with other malevolent entities, things like this tend to be otherworldly.
Han's literally just completely deadpan. He's just staring at Rory with his one good eye. He's just glaring.
One thing
not
you
saying
do
anything
notice about Rory at this point is her normally white hair, the tips of it are black. Just the very tip. Almost like charcoal or cinder or singe or something.
Yeah, he's not gonna say anything yet. He's gonna save a conversation till later. He's just glaring at Rory right now. Very clearly,
Alright.
no checks needed. Very angry, disappointed, the whole shebang.
If I can just explain how Rory looks, she looks very confused, very scared, and also very protective. And she is nonstop eating any of the pieces they left.
At this point, within 10 minutes, Rory, you skeletonized the remains that were left to you.
She just whispers. She just sits on the mushy ground and kind of like puts her head as close to her lap as she can and just whispers, I hope you're happy.
In the back of your mind, you just hear, prepare.
She nods, kind of gives a little harumph because she still doesn't know what to prepare for. But she nods and just sits there, kind of mulling over what the fuck she just did.
All right. So, I'll say, Parker, is there anything you want to do? Are you're sitting in the camp with Han, Chellen, and Rory. Chellen is catatonic. Aurora's missing. Rory just, you're not sure if it was cannibalism or if it was something else, but Rory just killed and consumed the flesh of a Quotoa. I'll say Rory chopped off its arm or something and then ate that.
I told her we left. I said we left the forearm for her.
Yeah, so. Um. Yeah, is there anything you want to do, Parker?
She's gonna sit down next to Rory. She's gonna be like, Rory, can Amelia said that it was someone's dad, and you can't kill someone's dad without a reason. It's okay if there's a reason, but it's not if there. Are you okay?
She pulls her legs up to her face and just says, "I'm sorry," and I said I was sorry.
That she kind of looks between Chellen and Han, like one of them's gonna help.
I don't think saying sorry is gonna bring him back to his family.
Han's the one to talk. Okay.
He is one to talk. He's been there, bro.
Fucking hypocrisy in this.
Less
But yeah.
hypocrisy, more he's learned.
Sometimes you have to kill someone
And Han
because
never apologized.
it's better. So it's fine. Can you just can you tell me why?
She doesn't look at you, Parker. You obviously know I come from a pack, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have to hunt to eat sometimes. Things have hunted us. So, I didn't see his family there. And I gotta roll a deception, hold on.
What's your passive? What's your passive?
Me?
My passive
Perception.
um uh my passive deception is 13.
No, perception.
Oh, perception? Passive perception would be, I think, 12? Hold on one second. Yeah, 12.
You wouldn't have seen them.
Yeah, no. But they said that after I killed him, they said that I did it right in front of the family.
Fair enough.
Which is partly why she feels bad. Like, she feels bad that she did this. She feels bad that she did this knowing that she didn't want to and that she didn't have to do it for food. And because, I mean, even if it wasn't sentient, even if it was just a regular non-sentient fish, she wouldn't want to just kill something for no reason. But no, once she heard that it was also in front of his family, she's like, she really didn't want to do that.
So yeah, roll the deception check.
$15.
Parker, roll an insight.
11.
Appears to be honest. She appears to be pretty forthright with you.
Okay. You know that there's a difference between killing someone to eat them when you need food and when we have food in the camp.
Yeah. I know. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry.
Han stands up and walks off, just a bit into the. We're near woods, so it's like a wooded swamp.
It's more like mangrove, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of walk off towards some trees.
Out of Rory's sight.
It doesn't really. Just kind of getting away from Rory.
Oh no, I was just asking because she's more protective of you and Chellin right now because you just got hurt and Chellin's not acting good.
Doubtful that it would be out of sight, but just away from the camp.
Okay, Rory, you remember a while ago you asked me if I wanted to be friends? And I don't know a lot. And sometimes what I do know is wrong. But I friends talk to each other. So if there's something wrong, you can talk to me.
Um, um, I am your friend, and I want to be honest with you, but I don't know if I can tell you this. It
Okay.
might it might make people mad at me.
Well, Chillin killed Nate, and I'm not mad at him. So, really, what can you do?
Um, so you're not mad at me for killing the fishman?
There's no point in being mad at someone for something that they already did.
Um,
Parker,
And
Yeah.
you. In the back of your mind, you hear her voice. Come now, let's be honest. We both know that you hold some resentment towards him for unjustly burning your surrogate father alive. Well, back to death, I should say. Isn't that right, kitten?
Rory, 1 minute.
okay.
She starts her. She goes, "Not now."
What can I say? Opportunity struck.
Okay, well, I'm a little mad. And we'll talk about it later.
That we will. That we will.
Sorry, Rory. But you can tell me anything and I won't be mad.
she motions to Parker to like bring her ear closer to her.
She
Sorry,
like
come closer.
she like closer, like leans over.
Rory leans in as close as she can get. Um, um, I I made friends with someone Han said I shouldn't have.
Oh, I mean, I guess that explains why he's mad.
Well, now that friend is telling me to do stuff, and I don't understand all of it, but I did this because I understood what they wanted.
Is this friend helpful?
Um, hopefully. Um, something different must have happened because I can't do any of my magic that I used to be able to, or at least I can't change change the ground.
Okay. Well, it can't be that bad if they're not hurting you.
Hopefully, I just I don't I don't want to go around I don't want to go around eating everyone.
How about next time, if they tell you to eat someone, you tell me.
What will you do?
Um, well, I can kill the person, and then you won't have to feel guilty.
Hmm. I'll try. Just make sure to tell me to close my eyes before you do it.
Sure, yeah.
Promise you won't tell Han.
Um,
I know he looks mad, but I hope he doesn't know, at least, why I did it. I don't know how to tell him.
Rory, I won't tell him, but if he asks, I'm not gonna lie to him.
You don't have to. I wouldn't make you do that. Just tell him to talk to me.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you have any more questions?
No, I think that we've come to a good conversation here.
Okay. I have one.
Oh, okay.
Can I please have a hug?
Oh.
Yeah. No, she leans over and hugs her.
Oh.
She hugs back. Thank you.
Parker, you actually, upon basically entering Rory's space, you do smell something off about her. She smells faintly of sulfur. That's all.
Okay. Oh, we should come up with something to tell the others so they don't get mad at you.
Speaking of the others, Rin, Amelia, and Ragnar, the three of you make your way back to the encampment. Chelin is still catatonic. Han's gotten up but has stepped away from the rest of the party. Rory is clearly disturbed, and Parker. Well, Parker's Parker.
All right. Well, now that that's done, how about we go about trying to figure out what to do for the night? Maybe make some hammocks? Does that make sense, people?
Yes, that's actually a pretty good idea. Let me gather some leaves and see what I can do.
Sure, I was thinking using cloaks, but leaves might work.
Well, I don't believe that cloaks will work perfectly, so some stronger leaf reinforcement should work.
That's a good idea. Good plan. Can I help?
Oh,
I'll say make a survival check, either at advantage or not, or each of you can make a separate roll if you want.
I'm going to bet me helping you is better off than me rolling.
C, unless you have better than a +5.
I don't.
Okay. Natural 20!
There you go.
Nat 20, okay. Just as the sun sets, you guys begin, and in about an hour or so, you do manage to get a handful of hammocks set up. You gather that Ragnar might be a bit heavy for the hammocks, so you give a bit of extra reinforcement there. But yeah, you managed to get all 7 hammocks built relatively quickly.
Progress. Now we don't die of pneumonia. Gotta love not dying of pneumonia. All right, so what's the watch list going to be this time?
Han will take first watch. He's gonna be sitting in his hammock, smoking his pipe, watching.
Bryn's also gonna take first watch.
All right. So, first watch, can I get Han and Rin to make me perception checks?
You sure can, my good sir.
Do I get advantages to those because of...
Party band.
Oh, I keep forgetting myself intelligence and... Okay, so we're currently in one of my favorite terrains, so I get an advantage on this.
That you do.
Okay, one was a natural 1, and the other was a 19.
Hmm.
Thank God for advantage.
19
so
total?
24.
24,
24
okay. 20 with 14, Han.
Oh, yeah, 14.
You spend most of the night just glaring at Rory, really. You're
understandable.
You're angry at the fact that she that she decided to, rather than relying on her own power and force of will, to go the easy way, the same way you did. Rin. For the most part, the night is uneventful, but around 3 hours into your watch, about 100 or so feet out, you do you do hear the faintest sound of an oar breaking the water.
Ooh, don't like that.
Now, bear in mind, you guys don't. It's kind of hard to get a fire set up, so they don't entirely see you.
Rin is going to try to catch Han's attention as silently as possible and motion for that she's going down.
Okay. Yeah, you motion. Make me a perception check.
And that's advantage because I'm in a favorite terrain. Perception. This time it's only an 18.
Only an 18?
Only an 18.
It's weird. You see what appears to be a half-elven woman.
Huh?
Nope.
With red and white hair, making her way towards the rest of the party.
If only you had explained to her who the fuck Aurora was.
Talk about her.
I'll say Han, make me a perception check.
Ooh. Check go. Oh. I believe I have a +2 perception. Where's perception? +3. So that is a 7 total.
7?
You only see the back of Rory's head.
You're looking. You do notice Rin motioning. You look over. With your enhanced dark vision, you do see. With your natural dark vision, you would have seen it anyway. But with your enhanced dark vision, you do notice something. This looks to be Aurora, but no broom.
The fuck did you do with my broom, Chris? What did you do with my broom?
Bro, he took this chance to get rid of it. He's like, "Hey,
If
she's
it's
leaving."
actually Aurora, could be an imposter.
There's an imposter among us.
Who wants to be Aurora? Who would choose to be Aurora?
Someone who doesn't know better.
Well,
Valid.
probably most people in the world, considering she's a magic user, and most people aren't.
Fair.
All right. I'll say with the 18 that you got, Ren, you hear her whisper something, but you're not sure if she's whispering to herself or if she's whispering to someone.
Well, what do I say, Chris?
Do you have the observant feat?
Stinky.
Do I?
I don't know. Do you?
Well, I'm actively following her.
Okay, but can you read lips?
No, but
yes.
Can I get close? Rin is getting as close as possible.
Okay, then make me a stealth check.
Yeah, Rin's not a far stealth kind of person. That's only if she's shooting, but if she's investigating. And I get advantage on stealth checks. Doesn't really matter.
Ranger go bird.
That's because of my cloak. 26.
Oh my.
She definitely does not see you.
Rin has a very specific bag of tricks, and it's exactly what's happening right now.
So we're about to get the taken speech. I have a very particular set of skills.
You hear. I'm not gonna do Aurora's voice.
Do the southern voice, Chris.
I'm not doing. I'm not giving my whole southern accent.
Hey, I
sure do have the shit.
Well, actually, this. You never know. She could be. Okay.
Oh yeah, Hey, there's some big brain fucking coordination going on.
I'm quite literally the voice of Aurora.
So we got the real voice actors, people.
I mean, yes,
True,
Rin could kill you all in your sleep.
I think so.
That's what she says?
Yep.
I think I see someone. Fucking Aurora, you stupid ass bitch.
Some big bitch.
I think I see someone. What the fuck is that?
An observation.
You don't know if she's whispering to her. You don't know if she's whispering to herself or to someone else, though. So.
I just got the strongest urge to kill Aurora as Rin, and I don't know why. Can I try to see if there's anybody else by her?
No need. Actually, yeah, make me a perception check.
Oh, so there is a need!
There might be. Depends.
Perception, I get advantage. 19!
You don't see anyone.
I'm gonna stay there until she seems to walk away or move closer.
Okay, she's moving closer. She's moving on. She's going to attempt to move onto the small island, per se, that you guys are on right now.
Am I gonna have to do lines with myself?
No?
Yes. That's what DMs do. Welcome to DM.
She does make landfall. So shut the fuck up, Kyle.
He said it.
And she looks at you, Han, and goes, I'm not going to do the voice, but interpret it, because I don't want to have Blair have to say everything.
Do the voice.
Don't do the voice.
Do it.
Do the voice!
She rushes over to you, Han, and hugs you.
Aurora?
She immediately starts apologizing and trying to make amends for what she's done.
Han shoves her away, and can I make an insight check?
At this point, everyone at this point, I imagine, would hear this happening. I don't know if you guys want to
What the fuck
try
are you
and
doing, Chris?
sleep through it, or if you want to wake up and engage. That's up to you.
Clearly, waking up makes sense at this point, but I'm not sure I can see them given I don't have dark vision. And we don't have a fire.
I have dark vision.
Can
I-
would still be
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Hey,
So,
Hey there.
it's been like
I
3
hear you.
hours, Ragnar.
well. Chris knows what I meant, so he hasn't gotten to it. So I don't know if it would have taken this long.
because you were just
or...
praying.
No, I read it. I said I'd be trying to get in contact with them.
Yeah, I'm handling that on your watch.
Okay.
I
Rory
just didn't know
would,
if it only dropped. So yeah, Aurora is deeply apologetic. What Aurora appears to be deeply apologetic. She hasn't noticed you yet, Rin.
Why is Aurora back?
Why is Aurora back, Chris?
I don't know. Why is Aurora back?
Don't why is Aurora back, me, bitch? You're in control of her.
You're
I
right, I
said
am.
that.
Can I do my insight check?
Absolutely.
I'm kind of trying to just before I make the check, I'm trying to determine two things. One, if this is Aurora, and two, what the fuck her state of mind is, because she's not the hug Han type.
can Rory run up and hug Aurora
Really?
and smell to see if Aurora's fine?
Smells like Aurora.
15.
No, she's
Oh,
not
that's in
fine.
general. I meant to type it in die rolls. 15. There we go.
Can Parker just kind of poke her head out to see what's happening?
Sure, you see Aurora.
I shall walk over.
Hans is gonna kind of grimace, looking at Aurora and go.
From what you can see, it's Aurora. From what you
Oh dear.
Can I make an insight check?
are you gonna insight check Aurora or the DM? Because I think Rin has disadvantage on this.
I want to do it on Chris, quite frankly. But I think Rin is mostly going to be like, is this a person that they seem to know, or is this a creature, or is this from the Black Banner Company, is this a demon, something like that. That's what she's trying to do.
Okay, in this case, make me a history check.
History? Thank God it's intelligence, because I get advantage. Oh! Oh, those are both really good rolls. History. Oh no. I have a shit intelligence, so it's only a 16.
Only.
You don't know. Genuinely. She doesn't appear to have any markings indicating her to be a member of the Black Banner Company.
But like, this is a person. This isn't like a devil playing a trick or some shit.
This is a person, yes.
Does this person have Aurora's weasel ferret thing?
Yes, actually.
Mr. Squiggles. Mr. Squiggles is not a weasel currently. Mr. Squiggles is still the cat.
Does she have the cat with her?
Yeah, the cat hops out.
Okay, I want to cast message. Center on Aurora. The fuck'd you go?
I was in a bad place. A really, really bad place.
Message again.
Like,
how'd you get
physically?
back?
There was about a few miles up the river from here.
Okay, I'd like to insight this information.
Okay, I'm making an insight check.
21.
From what you gather, she's being truthful.
All right.
Granted, you haven't traveled very far into the glades, so you don't know.
Can I, Rin, having this as my homeland and preferred terrain, do I know if she's full of shit?
If Amelia conveys this information...
Oh yeah, this is message. Fuck.
Yeah, that was message. But that is the next step. You were kind of being psychic, and I'm a little weirded out. Message, Rin. Hey, so is there a place, a boat like that would show up around here?
Is there?
Ren, no need to make a check because yes, boats do travel the glades fairly regularly.
Yes, I don't know how you learned this information, but however you did, it's from a truthful source.
Message back. Same damn way I'm talking to you. Also, can you check the boat to make sure it's doesn't have anything in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check Aurora's fucking boat.
Thanks.
Okay.
What the fuck are you? I've never been more confused in my entire life.
Good.
Welcome to the club.
Rin. You don't see anything. You just see a couple packs. That's it.
And she's gonna walk back and walk out and drop disguise, or not disguise self, what the fuck, and drop stealth.
Okay. Aurora turns and seems genuinely disturbed at the situation as another person just entered the camp without raising an ire or an alarm from the rest of the party.
Oh, I know what you're doing. I think I do at least.
Rory is going to whisper to Aurora. If she draws her bow at you, fireball her.
Will do.
Okay.
She looks over and noticing the bones on the ground, looks over at Rory. A little bit perturbed, but doesn't want to ask questions.
Rory got hungry.
Rory nods.
Anyways, she is going to just take a seat and take out some food and eat it. She's gonna go over to
No, you do not get to just play Aurora.
You're right. I don't get to play Aurora.
What is going on?
You'll find out eventually.
Don't want to. I want to know.
Too bad.
Too bad.
No.
The Aurora, she stands up.
Nope, nope.
Goes up.
I use primeval awareness. I exchange a spell slot to sense aberration, celestial, dragons, elemental, fey, fiends, or undead.
You sense a
To
ton
6
of
miles from
you
it.
sense a ton of undead. Few apparitions, few fiends.
What about from Aurora?
Human. Or half
Fuck!
elf.
What the...
You don't glean anything from Aurora, though. She goes over to Ragnar, gives him a hug, and apologizes for leaving.
$21.
Her deception is not that good.
Well, the insight wasn't on Aurora, it was on the information she gave.
It was.
I incited Aurora and she was okay, but also I'm an outsider technically.
Ragnar.
Okay, make an insight check.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that worked.
She just doesn't have a broom with her.
Well, no,
Could have
what?
lost it, could have been
Well,
attacked.
he's not inciting the broom, but he's inciting her to see if he notices anything off about her. I just said that he's inciting because he noticed.
Okay. What do you want to know? That's the question.
How big's her cock?
I rolled in 14 inches.
Nice.
Wait, was she trans the whole time?
No.
No,
I
no.
don't-
At the beginning of this
Ragnar
game,
would
we all
know
rolled big
if
size.
she was trans.
That's true.
Oh, he
I
would
mean, no, but
know.
that'd be a great way to tell if there's a real person or not.
She had a massive.
Aurora, where'd you hide that? I don't remember that being there.
Bag of holding. Oh, never.
What do you want,
Kai's
Ella?
still doing his thing.
You called me.
Okay. While Kai's on the phone.
No, she fucking called. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay, never mind.
Sorry, my sister's. Going to just insight her if there's anything off about her. Besides it being a
True.
Just looks to be Aurora.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. This is
so
not Aurora.
confused.
He's going to wrap her up. Really tight one, but not tight enough to.
Okay.
No one has
One
dispel
moment.
magic, huh? Oh yeah, we lost our wizard. Big brain
Yeah.
play there. Forgot we lost our
Okay.
wizard.
You feel her going for the hug.
Oh.
And you also hear a voice in the back of your mind, Ragnar. She casts message. And she just says, I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon. She pulls you in tighter.
And then she says, "Yeehaw."
Starts riding you.
Aw.
Right, I don't even need the fuck potion.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways. So yeah.
Kind of like dazzles the side of her head.
She leans into it But afterwards, she says, I don't think you got room in that hammock for me, so I'll find a spot.
You can have mine.
That's about to say.
Shit.
Aw, thanks, Ragnar.
You
but
can take.
I
Ah!
Why are you
Kai
we
screaming?
both had an incredibly long day, and I don't want to.
Ragnar just fucking.
I think the cat's been chewing my fucking cord again. This is a $30 cord.
Rub some dish soap on it. They'll stop trying.
Okay, thank you.
I do not know you, stranger, but you can have my hammock. They've been through a lot, and for me, it's just been a regular day.
Thank you. As she walks over, climbs in the hammock, and passes out.
Rip Han trying to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Well,
Whole time I was just trying to talk. Everybody's like, "No, I insight check. I insight." I'm like, "Okay." No,
Well,
I'm
Han, what do you
no,
wanna
that's
talk
fine.
about?
No, that's fine. It's I'm just gonna set up Salus near the thing she's sleeping in right now. It wasn't a super. It's not like I'm gonna die because I didn't get to talk to not Aurora.
What the fuck are you doing, Chris? What the?
We don't
He's
know.
being the DM. What do you mean?
Fucking
He's
headphones
being the
sound.
shade merc.
This isn't a fun game. This is me making a sacrifice. Like, oh, I really love Aurora, but I won't play Aurora because she would run away and not talk to me because she's consistently run away from her problems because she's not mature enough to face them. So I'll play a different character that I don't really want to play, and then you're just like, hee, Aurora.
Oh, is this what fucking
That's why it's not Aurora.
Fucking
It's
right
not
there.
Aurora, but nothing we're doing works.
I think I might have a very slight idea, but I don't even want to be. Oh.
I have two ideas. I'm just not sure which one's right.
Also, for the location of the undead, does it seem like normal displacement in the shade mark, or does it seem like they're up to something?
From here, it's kind of hard to tell, really. Like, the thing about primeval awareness is it doesn't tell you what they're doing. It just
It gives me a general location.
gives you a general location. Okay. You see a handful of clusters within 6 miles of you. One slightly larger, about 5.5 miles out from you, but hard to tell, really.
Okay. When everyone calms down and goes back to bed, can I try to make my way over to Han?
Yep.
Listen, you might not trust me, but you at least look like the most mature one here. Other than Amelia, of course. Is incoming undead? Or not incoming, but there is undead in some clusters, and I just want to warn you about that. So yeah.
Do you know what direction they're coming from?
Yes, their direction, I don't know where they are going, as my ability to do so has worn off for the time being. But I just wanted to warn you.
Yeah. Well, useful having someone around who can detect that sort of thing. Maybe you should stick around a bit. However, your little pet, are you able to have him watch her over the night? And he like gestures towards Aurora.
Yes. Penelope has gotten. What the fuck is happening back there? Penelope has gotten enough sleep, and should be able to watch over, your friend.
I'm not quite sure that's our friend.
I see you are distrustful as well.
My friends like to say paranoid, but yes.
Always a good thing. Always a good thing.
There's no such thing as paranoia in the shade mark. Only
In the
prepared.
shade mark. Yes, I very much agree. Do you smoke? And he's gonna offer kind of the pipe.
My tribe didn't really have any way to, but I would love to try.
Oh, here you go. It's currently loaded with white suit.
Okay, just so you're
Isn't that
aware,
like weed?
you're running out basically. You're
Yeah.
gonna
Oh
run out.
no, this is my last thing. I think.
Yeah.
I've been mental tracking it over the sessions. Between my black suit and white suit, this is the last of my white suit.
Okay. So yeah, no need to make a con save. You're not used to inhaling dense smoke as you breathe in. The smoke fills your lungs, and you kind of enter a state of almost bliss. Like, it's not like weed. I would almost describe it as not to say euphoria, but it's a state where you're just calm.
This is some good stuff.
Well, I only buy the best. Yeah, it helps me sleep anyways. I figured you may also want that. Speaking
Can I get
of,
the two of you making a perception check?
ooh, my per is +3, right? Yes. 13. Oh, that's in party banter. Bam. 13.
What'd you roll?
I got a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Once again, Han, you're distracted.
I'm a bit high right now.
You're a little bit high. Also
Wish I was.
frustrated because of the fact that Rory is now serving something.
Nothing but a tool. That's quite
Nothing.
upsetting.
Yeah. Rin. You said dirty 20, right?
See.
You hear this faint muttering for the briefest
From
moment coming from
Aurora.
Aurora's hammock. And suddenly you look over, and she's gone. In a sudden flash, basically. Very faint.
Oh, and I didn't hear her doing that either. I can't even counterspell it. Fuck! God
hello. She like slaps Han's arm. Hello.
Ooh.
She's gone. Your friend's gone.
Oh.
And she's yelling this.
Han's gonna shoot up, and he like jump up, and he's gonna start. I don't want to wake everybody up and ruin the long rest.
She already yelled at everyone.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Han's
You've
gonna
already ruined this long rest before.
That's fair, yeah. With the Aurora show up. Yeah, Han's getting up, and he's oh, I don't even have anything that can really help here right now.
With primeval awareness, would you rule it that
What was
I
that,
could see
Aurora?
where she ended up?
I mean, Rin?
With primeval awareness, could I turn it back on and see where she teleports
Am I dead?
to?
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
We
Hello?
can hear you. You might
Hello?
not hear us.
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, easy. We could hear you. You can hear us.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it ruled that if I use primeval awareness that I could see where she teleported?
I don't think that works.
Okay. Can I make a perception check to see if she left like a bomb or some shit?
Go for it.
Can I assist in that? Because Han's
I
kind
already
of
get perception.
around.
Yeah.
Oh, you have
can
advantage.
assist.
That's okay.
Everyone awake again or no?
Well, Han and
Yes,
Ren
I
kind of
scream.
woke people up. Yeah.
23. 23.
23?
That's
Ragnar
whatever.
would just be
20.
No.
staring at
No
I won't leave
explosives,
again.
no nothing.
Hmm.
But there is definitely
What's it smell like?
there's you if you could even quantify it as a smell, Han, you get the very faintest sense that there's a bit of arcane energy that was in the location.
Okay.
That's just because of your
Can't even
proficiency.
teleport.
Right.
You don't really discern anything from the perception check. There's no traps, no nothing. Just she's gone.
Han just kind of paces a bit and he just goes like, "Fuck! Should have seen it. Should have heard it. Should have seen it." He's just pacing back and forth, mumbling to himself in self anger now.
I mean, to be fair, Han, you are half blind.
I do have one eye. You know what? That's maybe. Oh, should my perception checks be at dis?
Yes, they are.
I would say yeah. Right now, perception.
Yeah.
My enchilada's cold now.
That's
But yeah, no,
terrible.
you don't see her. You by the time you were up out, she was already long gone.
So, Chris,
Yep.
let me get this straight. What Rory wakes up to is Aurora, who had came back and said she wasn't going to leave again, is gone.
Yep.
And the one who alerted us was
Yes.
Ren.
Oh God.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
I see where this is going, dude.
Han, you gotta back me up if there was some arcane
will.
shit.
Alright.
When it happens, I will.
Rory's going to run over to where Aurora was sleeping and sit, look at Rin, and start growling.
Roy, as you look in, you see a note.
She's gonna take the note.
How the fuck did I not see it?
Low perception check.
You were looking
Oh.
out trying to find her location. You weren't looking in the actual.
No, I was looking to see if she
No,
left
she means
anything
for
in
like
there,
the
like
bomb
a bomb.
check.
Oh,
she meant for the
sorry,
bomb
that was my
check.
bad. Yeah. You do notice a small piece of paper then.
Go ahead. What does it say?
It says, courtesy of the Black Banner Company. And we're gonna take a break there.
What?
Suck my fucking dick! Suck my dad's fucking
Oh,
chode.
there
I
it
hate
is.
you
That one you
so
can add. That
fucking
one
much.
you can add to the counter.
Suck PP. Suck
There it
every
is.
PP.
There it is.
I hate this game. I hate you, Chris.
What's that?
It's like
27
music.
now?
It's like music to his ears, Blair.
Now I'm just gonna go eat my cold enchilada and cry.
You do have time to go microwave your enchilada.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes.
No, this is out of principle.
It's out of principle that you're gonna
She's
eat
so
miserable
pissed off
food.
at Chris right now that she's gonna make herself suffer, bro.
I hate everyone. No one is allowed to feel joy.
For real, this campaign, you can't be happy, bro.
Chris, you just
Well,
made
that's a million
Aurora
times
joining
happy.
back like 300% harder.
I know.
Fuck off!
I'm 100% aware of this.
She's grump.
You also seem to forget though that there are changelings in this world.
That was my thing. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, see, that's why, because in my conversation, I was going to ask her questions only Aurora would have known. That's why I wanted to have the conversation, but everybody was like, inside check. So I'm like, okay, I'll let
Yeah,
it play.
I was like, Ragnar, you know that there's a very specific scar that Aurora has in her body that nobody else knows about, not even her own father. And you're like, nope, not even gonna check.
I'm gonna be real. I forgot about that.
Like I was gonna drop like a what happened to like some random ass name to see if she caught on. It's not somebody we fucking know, like that kind of
I
thing.
mean, you could have also just said Wanna.
Yeah, you could have literally been like, "Hey, what's your adoptive child?"
Yeah, but we don't know how much a Black Banner company knows. It's possible that they have like a Percival tier, well, not like exact same tier, but like an information highway type of thing. We don't know how much our characters, at least, don't know how much resources they
I
have.
am loving the Black Banner Company so far.
Yeah, Black Banner Company's kind of fun.
I was like, "Oh, gonna tie that into Rin's backstory," and then now I'm like, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to even touch this. I fucking hate them."
All right.
I hate everyone.
Well, everybody's having a great time, obviously.
Me, I hate everyone. Fucking Mason immediately after.
Everyone happy? Cool.
Oh, there's all the meat's falling out.
Shut
of one
up
of
and
my
eat your fucking enchilada, bro.
You guys,
It's just a
and
cold,
things are only
soggy-
gonna get more painful after, well, when you guys encountered their higher level members.
I'm starting to think this isn't a D&D game, and this is just Chris's pain fetish.
Nope, this is D&D. This is me.
You
This
didn't
is
deny
me
the
walking
fetish.
you through a story, and
True, he didn't
you.
deny it's a fetish.
It is a fetish.
Well, yeah. Listen.
Look, I think everyone has a
still not
little bit of a
denying it.
sadist in them.
A little bit. But I also like a little bit of joy. You know?
Yeah,
I like having my happy
you'll have happy moments later.
at the end of the game.
No.
You've
You
given
don't know
me the
my-
heart, now give me the comfort.
I'm not rolling a comfort check.
Dude, within the last like 3 sessions, you've killed 2 father figures. You killed Hans and you killed Parker's.
Yeah.
I kind of like killing dads. What can I say?
I mean, I'm a bastard child. What do you expect?
And then you made fucking Rory kill another dad. You killed 3 fucking fathers in just as many
I
sessions.
literally just said I'm a bastard child. What do you
Yeah, well,
expect?
so am I. Yo, we're both Snows if you think about it. Bastards who from the north. We're Snows. bro.
Except I actually know my father.
You can know your father.
Yeah,
And
I
still
know.
be a bastard.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know.
It's
Well,
bastards just out of wedlock.
yeah.
I'm a bastard
Like
too.
I know my father. He's a millionaire wine man. I don't get a dime from it. Yeah, he owns a winery.
Learning
You're
backstory.
Oh, got some Mason backstory coming in.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you got
more
some
of a
info like
bastard than
that.
you guys are.
Yeah, my dad's a millionaire and he didn't even visit me in the hospital when I had cancer. There's my backstory.
Damn.
Shit.
I don't even know my dad.
I mean, my biological father visited me once when my appendix ruptured,
Oh,
and
that's nice.
then after he got married, he kind of just dropped off the face of the earth, except when he needed me to watch his fucking dogs. And then, don't get me wrong, I liked watching his dogs. I like dogs, but I don't.
Stop talking about your scat
Kai, I'm
fetish.
convinced at this point that Kai has a scat fetish.
Like
Like,
not information I wanted.
if you guys think I have like a sadism thing, Kai has a fucking scat thing.
Both can be true.
Both are true.
Both can be true. There's room for 2 fetishes in this group.
There have been some late night conversations between me and several people where I'm not going to share the details, but the
I know
implication.
everybody's fetishes.
But the implication.
You guys remember when we all took that BDSM test?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone was vanilla except for fucking
You.
Mason.
Yeah, everybody roasts the fuck out of me for having anything other than vanilla at like 80%.
No, I wasn't like I wasn't roasting. I was
No,
just
I
like
know.
I was just like this was information I wasn't expecting to learn, Mason. And don't get me wrong, I feel like we've become closer as friends. But like, it's not information I need to know. No, it wasn't like a what the fuck moment. It was a, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Oh, everything.
I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna just put this I'm gonna put this little piece of information way over here now.
Gonna segment it into the part of my brain that I do not access.
Oh no, it's in that part of my brain where it's like random trivia.
Oh, fair.
But it's like it's like trivia that's like really obscure and only makes sense if you're talking to certain people. Okay, I can't hear you.
Oh no, we just weren't talking. You're good. Sorry.
Oh, I saw Blair going from like off
Yeah,
on,
I know.
off on. So
That's why I
This
asked.
is
earlier
just
if I
because
was
of my
good.
fan.
Oh,
Oh, I wish I had fans.
I have two
I have 3 fans going in my room, and it's still 86 degrees in here.
I don't
I
make
have one over
anything worth
there.
being a fan of. So
I mean,
That's
you're good.
it.
You're good at playing. You're good at playing Han.
I'm good at playing a bad warlock. What does that say about me?
Mason,
But you
Mason.
are capable
Yo,
of
what's
creating
up?
a diverse of characters.
Oh, don't talk to me, Rory. You can't talk to me right now, Cliff. I'm mad at you and Rory.
Damn it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Dude.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm
I'm your
very
fan.
like
Oh,
Cliff.
Cliff, give me a kiss. Give me a little smooch. Come here. Ooh.
You're cheating on Ronan?
I am not.
It's
And
a
by the
Polly
way,
thing, bro. It's Polly.
Polly
Come on.
exists.
Polly.
and by the way, he only gives me a smooch when he's mad at me, so that's not nice. I don't like that.
What?
Well, that's just manipulative.
Yeah.
We'll have a talk with that boy.
Unbelievable. Yeah, we gotta have a talk with Ronan.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Trying
a
to find my
talk down
BD
the road.
something and I can't find it.
What? Find who?
Wait, Blair,
Nothing.
why are you mad at me and Rory or Rory?
Well, Rin is mad at Rory because Rin's whole thing is do not kill unless it's a necessity, and a necessity is not a need to eat. And then Rory's like, okay, and then immediately kills something.
Hey, all I gotta say is that, and I didn't want to say this in the moment, but all I gotta say is I did not walk to your wolf with the battle axe out. I walked up, got to the point where the wolf growled, and then I sat and was like, okay, I don't know where your owner is, and then just pulled the battle axe out there and just.
Blair, you poor idiot.
So you shot a wolf child looking very submissive to your wolf, and then tried to play it off as like, I'm sorry, I thought you were gonna kill her.
Oh, you said that you draw the battle
No, I
axe and
walked towards her. I
it.
sat down the second that she started growling, and then I was like, okay, I want to be your friend, and I said hi, Penelope, and then. No, sorry. I do.
No.
Actually, no. That is where I messed up. Sorry. I wasn't trying to walk any closer to it, really. But I think I did say I walked closer because I think the wolf went into the water. So
Yes.
that was my mistake. But she wasn't trying to get really close to her, close to Penelope. She was just trying to sit and watch. But regardless, the way that sounded to. The reason why she's not really happy with that little or the reason why she wouldn't take that, at least as like a reason why you can be mad at her, is because of the fact that you told her you were there hunting, and then you shot her, so that to her she at least assumes if you had killed her, you would have done the same thing.
You guys remember when we were just a random ass band of well, some of you won't. When we were just a random ass merry band of misfits in Ravenhold, just looking for fucking the cult of Lunara, and that was.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was
merry band of
that
misfits,
fucking
and now we
feels
all
like
hate each
ages
other.
ago. I'm a different person.
Well, that was back in March, I think, right?
Yeah.
And I was
That
all
was
the way.
ages ago. That was half a year ago.
Anyways.
Oh God, we're
let's
old.
continue.
We're old.
Y'all are old. I'm a fucking junior.
Yeah, shut up.
The party.
Sorry.
So, well, we all know Mason's secretly 40.
You're not supposed to tell
that ain't a secret.
40,000 years old.
Mason is secretly Taliesin's son.
Ooh.
I mean,
The only difference is Taliesin can actually grow hair.
oh, can he?
I mean,
He can grow head hair. I can grow facial hair.
I can grow both.
traded. Taliesin can't
Shut
really
the
grow.
fuck up, Kai.
We traded.
Anyways,
I'm not going to eat my enchilada.
So, what do you guys want to do? Aurora just teleported away.
It's gonna sound a bit crass. Can we head back to bed?
Oh
If
my
there's no
god.
immediate threat. I know it sounds like a bit of a dick move. Aurora just disappeared.
You can. If
Han's
someone
gonna
else
try to get to sleep. If other people want to do shit, whatever. Han's gonna be trying to sleep right now.
Okay. So who's taking the second watch?
Ragnar.
Rory.
All right, Ragnar and Rory, can you get the two of you to make me perception checks?
Yay!
Brain
I have
one.
an extra plus. I have an extra. Oh, he doesn't have dick. 6.
21.
6 and 21. Ragnar, there's some pretty blue flowers.
Right, then he.
Ragnar, I will say this before you hop to praying. If you want to do anything about this, it's fine. If not, it's fine. Rory is oddly quiet.
And Rory, you looking out, be verified to get on the glades. You're on a slightly elevated position. Not there is water, and the soil is damp, but not like 100% like soaked through. Looking over about 1 mile straight out from where you are, you can see torches. You see what appears to be a 2 or 3. Well, you see a singular large amount of light coming from somewhere in the swamps. You're not sure of where though. In terms like distance and whatnot.
Would she at least know it's natural fire or magic?
From this distance, roll me a nature check at disadvantage.
$16. Oh, disadvantage. Hold on. I thought I put this in. 4.
4. You don't see any light changing color. You just see it bouncing back and forth. I don't mean like bouncing back and forth as in like it's like floating or anything, just bouncing back and forth as in like the light itself is shifting.
Yeah, bouncing kind of like a firewood.
Yeah.
Okay. But it does it at least not look like the surroundings are on fire?
No, it just looks like there's like a singular ball of light.
Okay. Direction it's moving?
It's not.
Yeah, okay. Seeing. Seeing that Ragnar is probably praying at this moment. She's gonna walk about 60 feet away from him just to see if she can get like a better look at it, maybe? Maybe?
Okay. Make me a perception check. It's still about a mile out, give or take. Like at most you'll see shapes.
Is my shit fucked or is
18.
nobody talking?
18? No, you're good,
Mhm.
Blair. 18. You see two figures. One larger, one a little bit smaller, but not like a not like do you have a rough idea comparing, say, Han to Ragnar in terms of size? But that's you see one is you see they're both standing, and you see them pick up another figure. And they just drop them in the water and they go off.
All right. Well, if that's all she sees, she's gonna keep that to herself for the night.
All right. Ragnar.
Magnus.
You're I'm gonna say make me a religion check at disadvantage due to the fact that you're currently in a bit of inner turmoil right now. Well, yeah, but I was trying to downplay it.
What was that? Damn it! I got the nat 20. So 12.
12. You set for a good while. You don't hear anything. Don't hear a voice. Don't hear no sound.
Because we both know.
Yep. You nothing comes to you. Like you can still pray if you want. It's like praying isn't a religion check. Like I imagine you're trying to contact someone. We both know who I'm referring to. So yeah, it's like no contact.
Well, if there was no contact, it's after. Nothing comes through.
Okay. Make me a perception check, just for the hell of it.
Fuck. 4.
You know when it's like a mosquito is flying near you?
Fucking
Yeah, it's like you're every so often you'll be like making like and you'll start like swatting at it. It'll go away for a few minutes and you'll refocus and then it just comes right by your ear. Bzz, as you swat it away. Yeah.
Well, if Rory looks at Ragnar after he's praying and after like swatting the fucking fuck it is not Rory, what's the
Hammock.
honestly look there over there, and if I'm like he doesn't even have to roll anything, he would be able to see like that he's really really sad. Like he's never looked sad before to her, and the only time he's ever really looked sad to anybody was when he found out about his mother. But He looks really depressed right
Rory's gonna look at Ragnar. If you're not busy, can I ask you a question?
now. He kind of shakes his head a little bit, not shaking it, no, but just kind of shaking himself to more awareness and yeah, yeah. What's up?
Um, you know Aurora better than I do, but I trust her. She wouldn't have left, right? She said she wouldn't.
I'm at this point, I really don't know. I I thought that she would have at least spoken to me about something. I don't know what was going through her head the first time she left. There's We might know each other really well, but I never pried. There's things that we didn't tell each other because I mean, everybody has secrets, even to those that they love, and I don't know. I just thought that she would have said something.
You hear Chellin mutter to himself. He's still awake. He's got this like glossy expression on his face, and he just goes, "Everyone has secrets." Before he just passes out.
He kind of glances over at Chellin and doesn't say anything, but looks back at Rory.
Um, do you trust the new person?
Honestly, not really. They attacked you, regardless of the reason why. You're one of the few in this group that I know that still trust me after what happened. So anyone that attacks you, I can't trust them.
Thank you. And you know I didn't. You know I wouldn't just kill anything, right?
I know that you're a good person. I know that you wouldn't cause unneeded harm to anything, but I also know that I don't know everything about you. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I think that you could be a bad person, but I'm not going to judge on what you do. I'm not going to pry. I'm not going to try to make you tell me why you did it or what drove you to that. But sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Like 30 seconds.
Right now, I'm worried about our group. Um, I I don't know why. Um, I don't know why Aurora attacked Han, and I think Han's mad at me, and Chellen's not okay. Um, and I can't do the magic I used to be able to do. Um, I don't know what to do, and I'm getting really scared.
Fear and being scared they're not a bad thing. To stay alive in our line of work and in all of our lives, being afraid and being scared is what keeps us alive. And we're all going through shit, and we're all going through changes, and I know that I might not be the same after what I'm planning to do. And I know that I can't help you with your problems because I'm not I'm not that intelligent, I'm not that smart. Um but just know that at least when it comes to me, I trust you with my life. And that I will always be here to help you. I'll always be here for you to talk to. And that's never going to change. And he kind of like clasps her on the shoulder and gives her shoulder a squeeze, like a, you know, a, I can't think of the word.
Like a half hug.
Yeah.
Um, um, you remember the things that tried to hurt us when we were down seeing the mushroom people?
Can't really forget those, but yeah.
Um, well, I was really scared they were going to hurt you and Han, and I had a plan, and it didn't work at all. And it almost got it almost got Han really badly hurt. And I'm just worried with everybody going through stuff, and with me getting scared that I'm gonna get us all hurt even worse. And I don't want
No no plan will ever work exactly as you plan it out.
that. I will say right now,
Mhm.
Ragnar can see clearly that like Rory looks like she has something on her chest she really wants to get off, and that she looks really guilty. Like no insight roll needed. She looks racked with guilt.
Plans never go the way that you plan them to. And shit might happen. And as long as you don't plan to hurt anybody, then I don't think anybody will ever be mad at you. And I know that I might have seemed mad when I kind of yelled at you after once we got out of the underground, but I wasn't mad. I was scared. I was scared for you. I was scared for Han. And it's not a bad thing to be scared. And like I said, if you ever need to talk to anybody, I know I'm not the most well like I said, I know I'm not the most intelligent person, but I'm always here if you need me.
She gives him a big hug.
He hugs
Thank
her back.
you. I don't want you to not do something that you have your mind set on. I want you to be happy. But please try not to change too much. At least not until we can fix things with the group more. Um, Between all of us, only you and Parker are doing sort of well, and also Amelia. But I don't know
I don't know how Amelia feels about us, and I don't know if Parker fully trusts me anymore. I hope so, but I don't know. So, you're all I have left right now. And if you change, I don't know if I can keep the group safe by myself. But don't not do anything just because I asked this, please, because I'd rather you be happy.
At this point, my happiness is something that I think it's out of my grasp. There's there's too many things that have gone on. There's too many things that have happened, and there's going to be things that will happen. I can't promise that I won't change, but I can promise that what I'm planning, what I'm going to do, is what's best for the group.
Will it make me have to hurt you? Like last time when you said for that we may have to.
I hope not. When I enter, or when I get a tad too angry, there's something that comes over me, and I'm hoping that what I'm planning on doing will help me gain more control over that. It may not be the best thing for me to do for myself, but I'm hoping that it helps.
Well, you're still at least trying to stay calm for the most part, right?
Of course,
Okay.
because no matter how much I'm upset anybody in this group, no matter how much I do get angry, I don't want to hurt anybody.
All right. That brings an end to second watch. Third watch.
I'll go third.
Okay. I'm assuming Parker's also going to go third, seeing as Chellin is NPC Chellin.
Yeek.
All right, can I get the two of you to make me perception checks?
Holy shit.
Sounded like she fell down the fucking stairs, dude.
Everything's fine.
I dropped the die. Damn it, fingers! Don't drop the die.
It sounded like you dropped a D4. Hope you don't step on it.
Good point.
I got an 18.
16.
18 and 16, okay. For the most part, everything goes uneventfully, aside from the obvious things. I will say that Parker, you do hear some movement coming from the water as you watch as a small Quotoa walks up with a stick and pokes Rory 3 times. And in Undercommon, just is muttering to itself as it just. Well, the two of you notice this because it's kind of hard for it to stay hidden. It just pokes Roy several times with a stick.
Oh, I wish I knew Undercommon to understand the poor thing.
And
I totally not.
upon realizing it's not getting the results it wants, it sadly walks away.
Do you think it was trying to kill her with the stick like she did its dad?
Mate, probably.
Because that's really cute and sad at the same time. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
I don't.
I don't know what
Who come from? What the hell?
Here, get on TikTok.
No, it's my ringtone.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, you just see this small Quotoa child just trying to stab Rory to death with a stick. Not even sharpened, just a stick.
Half of me wants to help it, the other half doesn't want to deal with Rory dying.
Upon realizing it doesn't get the result, it's sadly without even having to make an insight check, you can tell it's disappointed with the results it got. And it just
Message? Try a sharp stick next time.
I don't think it hears the message. It looks over. And it says something in Undercommon that you just don't understand.
I tried.
Can I stab it?
No!
I'm gonna stab it.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna try.
You're
If
gonna
she goes,
stab
if
a
she goes to
quote.
stab it, Han's gonna Eldritch Blast Parker.
You're
This
asleep.
isn't a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were
The-
all awake. My bad. I thought this was the next morning. That's my apologies.
This
No,
is
this is during
this
their
is something
watch.
Penelope would wake Rin up for, seeing the fish man come up.
And Salas is watching, but he wouldn't wake Han up for this. So
In that case, Ren, yeah, you wake up, you see the fish man attempting to hit Rory with a
What
stick.
is he saying?
He's saying, "Die, die, die."
I'm gonna hit him.
And I say,
Let me stab
no,
him.
I say in Undercommon. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay, I get where you're coming from, but don't attack her, or else everyone else is going to attack you, and I don't want 2 innocent lives taken today.
He hits. He goes for one more poke. Just die. As it just
Yeah,
walks away.
get that one more out of your system, and then
Sadly,
goodbye.
very sadly, just walks away.
Would you like some food for your troubles?
No.
Okay. Yep. Completely valid. Keep moving, buddy. I wish you the best.
Can I just say I love Ren's interactions with the Quotoa.
I love it so much.
It is fun.
Anyways, I'll say that with the Quotoa leaving, morning does come, so Ren, you do still get a long rest, despite the multiple wake ups.
Barely.
It's overcast in the skies. There's a bit of rain. What do you guys want to do?
well, Han's going to look around and see if he can find any herbs to kind of crush up, rub up, and disinfect his eye a bit
Make
for like a morning routine.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, I'll say make a nature check.
Alright. My nature is.
What's he checking out?
Where's my nature?
He's trying to find medicinal herbs to make sure his eye doesn't get infected.
Oh, I will definitely help with that.
Oh, okay.
Or I'll also do that separately.
Okay. I got then in that case, my nature is a +3. I got a 14.
Okay, and then nature is so just raw 16.
14 and 16? Okay. The two of you find something that you think might be medicinal in nature.
I'm going to break off a little bit of it, and I'm going to feed it to Salas, and he's going to let me know if it's poison, icky, bad.
Okay, you break some off, give it to Salas. Not poison.
All right, gonna rub it up a bit. until it's a nice foamy paste on my hands, and then I'm gonna lift my eye patch a bit and gently, very gently, just tap it onto my swollen, gouged eye.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put the eye patch back over, and that's me good for the morning.
You're not 100% sure if it was medicinal in nature, but it does soothe it very slightly. It's not as painful.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, it's basically it's not like an antiseptic. It's just you do get this faintest sense of pain relief from it.
Oh, okay, that's actually better because Han does not like being in constant pain.
I don't think anybody does.
No.
I don't think that's somebody like.
Yeah, I'm good.
Anyways, so yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I know what I DM'd you. This might seem meta. I promise. This is the first thing I thought of the second after it happened. Rory is going to go and sit by wherever those fish people came out of, or the one she attacked was. And she's going to sit for 10 minutes with her amulet. And when she's done, she's going to try and talk to them and see if any come out to talk to her.
Okay, just so you're aware, they aren't beasts.
I know, but I'm trying everything I can think.
You do sit, you do attempt to coax, but whatever these fish people, these Quotoa are, they don't seem to approach you. You don't see any in the near vicinity.
Okay, I know this is gonna sound really racist, but just hear me out. Okay, are there any fish in the general vicinity right next to me? Like fish.
Not necessarily. Well, yeah, there's fish, but there's not like fish. Well, there is fish. There's not like fish people.
Okay. What's the biggest, and I'm going to assume, and hopefully oldest looking fish I see? I'm gonna walk up to that one, and I'm gonna ask.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, please! I need
At
to roll good.
disadvantage.
Avery, please! I need to roll good for this, please.
You're trying to look through murky water from above water. So
You know, I don't know how murky this place is, so I'm gonna ask this, but it may not help just because it's mud. Will my nose help make that an even roll?
no.
Hard to smell through water.
True.
Unless you want to risk drowning and inhaling water.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
That'd be an interesting gravestone. Rory died from inhaling water, not even attempting to like swim.
Oh, why can't I fucking remember to space out this when I do this? Oh, God, come on. All right. Well,
it's the first nat one of the session.
Oh no! Oh, it is too.
It's because Ronan isn't here.
I technically rolled one earlier, but since literally
Oh, but it
everything's
was
at
at
advantage.
It doesn't count as that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You begin walking, actually, attempting to commune with the fish, we'll say. And eventually you reach a point where the ground kind of gives way, and you're now like treading water, and a little bit of like this tendril, not like a tentacle, but like a tendril of dense like plant matter just wraps around your leg as you're trying to. Can you make me a strength check to attempt to escape? 23? Okay. You get out. If you were to swim any further, though, it's kind of hard to communicate with catfish because, they're underwater. And for you to do that, you'd have to, go underwater.
Catfish won't listen regardless. I know catfish.
I mean, you're welcome to try.
I was gonna ask if I just stick my head underwater and say a sentence, would that would be fine, right? Like just basically
Yeah,
shout
that'd be
into the
fine.
water.
But the thing is that what I'm saying is catfish are bottom feeders,
Hmm.
and you're not sure how deep this water is.
True. And I imagine with the description, at least if my feet do touch, not very like it's
Yeah,
probably up to my neck.
it's probably I'd say up to your bottom lip.
Okay. Okay. Um. Then right where she is, she's going to dip down, like just dip her head under the water, figuring that's like her best bet to get to like near the bottom because she's in deep water, and she's just gonna shout, um, tell them I'm sorry, and then she's gonna get back out of the water and shake off.
No response.
It's worth a shot. It was worth a shot.
Yeah, keep in mind, catfish don't speak undercommon. That's a highlight right there.
Catfish don't speak under.
They speak Loxodon.
That put the single-handedly worst image in my head.
Anyways, so with Rory attempting to make amends with the Quotoa for brutally murdering one of their kin, yeah, what do you want to do?
So sorry to. I don't want to take anyone's spot. I just wanted to ask if I came out looking like a muck monster again.
I'm not a muck monster.
Okay.
All right.
So
You guys
where
do have that.
exactly are you all looking to go? I am a guide for you, but I cannot guide if I do not know where you want to go.
That's a good point, hon. But our problem is that Chelin won't tell us why we're trying to go in the direction he wants us to go. So we're at a bit of an impasse.
I might have an idea, but I can't tell you.
Where does he want to go?
Vaguely in that direction. I point towards where we're going.
Does
Rin-
Rin know the location of the Black Banner Company?
Not exactly. She does know that that they do have a hideout within the glades, and that's within the northeastern portion of it.
And they are pointing in the direction?
Yes, you do see off in the distance what appears to be a consistent string of black smoke that you've been able to keep an eye on. As well, you've seen several boats coming from that general vicinity. So, you're not sure of exactly where it is. You haven't ventured that far into the glades yet.
So let me guess. He wants to give the Black Banner Company their comeuppance. Something like that?
You know, that's a good guess, but he hasn't actually told us.
I don't know what the Black Banner Company really is.
A group of assholes who make it their life statements to ruin the lives of everyone else so that they might succeed.
Yeah, that sounds pretty close. Anyway, we have no idea what his beef is and why exactly he wants us to go that way, but when we tried heading that way ourselves, Aurora went, like, crazy saying there's a shit ton of necrotic black magic that way. And you don't want to walk into a, like, zombie horde without knowing why you're doing it. That makes sense?
Yes, not to get too personal, but my last, my goal of the last decade of my life has been complete destruction of the Black Banner Company. So if that's what you guys are doing, I would be glad to help. And along the line of walking into zombie hordes, I can also use my connection to the shade mark itself and be able to see what kind of creatures are located around me and in like where it is and about like a 6 mile radius.
That sounds wonderfully useful, but we still don't know if that's what Chellen's trying to get us to do. All we can do is hypothesize because, well, he's still staring off with a 1,000-yard stare.
I have some theories, but I don't want to betray Chellen's trust.
That's fair, hon. That's fair. But we do need him to tell us at some point why we're going that way. Even vague. If it's as vague as destroy the Black Banner, I'm all fucking for it. They try to kidnap my damn man. They don't get to do that. But I don't know what we're doing or why. And that just doesn't sit right, you know?
Rory says very flatly. That was the last thing he said, so that's what we're going to do. Maybe it will help him.
Well, I would be glad. Yo, who just took like
Yeah, what the
fat
fuck was
shit?
that? What the fuck was that?
Anyways,
Yeah, where are we? Who's talking? Did that just kill everybody? Did everybody?
Yes.
I don't
I literally,
know.
I cannot compute after Kai just took like a fat shit while his mic was on.
Anyways,
The crazier is that what it sounded like?
It sounded like he hit
no,
his
it sounded like he was
microphone.
taking a drink.
Sound like he was dragging his mic across like a fucking studded metal floor, bro.
Damn, now that was a visual. That was
Yes, it
specific.
was.
And this is why I wish Ronan showed up.
Yeah, him being here for us to figure out.
Man, but you know what? He's gonna feel great tomorrow morning.
He's gonna wake
And
up
until
at, like,
until he looks at party banter and goes, "Wait, what the fuck happened?"
So much. That's so little.
No one has, just a quick check. No one has any like cooking supplies on them, do they? Because Han was gonna make something for everybody, although I don't
Oh,
know
let
what
me
yet.
check.
I will check, but I doubt it.
No, I don't. I do have a pan flute.
I have a
Ooh,
bunch
well,
of eyes.
you know what?
I
Han's
do have-
gonna, maybe Rin should help, and maybe Rory as well, because hunting. Gonna go try to get some game to feed people without killing an actual living person.
Again.
Foraging is preferable for this location.
Cool. Oh,
Rory,
alright.
Rory is definitely going with that. She is not letting Rin alone with anyone in the party.
Yeah, so we're
Except
all
for all the
foraging
time
for
Rin
food.
was alone with Han.
She
True.
can't control that.
I love how literally everyone except for Amelia and Han are like, fuck Rin.
All right. So, Han,
Any
I'll just
survival?
say make a survival check.
Cool. What's
Well,
my
what are
modifier?
you what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like make a whole meal?
I'm trying to between the three of us probably, yeah, trying to get a whole meal, but Han specifically is focused on getting enough to just not necessarily a whole meal, but something in everybody's tummy.
Ragnar help you out with that. I have
Rin and Rory are helping as well.
full like
So
help
we'd have
the
like
roll.
half the party.
I mean, you're not gonna get triple advantage from it.
No, I thought we were all gonna roll individual checks.
I
I got a
mean-
30-20, by the way. I got a 14 plus 6.
30-20, okay.
Oh, we're all smaller than.
I got a 22.
22, dirty 20,
Ooh, 8.
8. And Rory, what did you get?
15.
15? Okay, so dirty 20, 22, 8, and 15. Between the three of you, I should say, Ragnar.
Hey,
You find some. You do find like what appears to be like a good chunk of meat, and then you look at
we're
it and you realize
foraging.
there's piranhas attached to that.
hey, extra.
You see, but here's the thing: Ragnar doesn't
little
know what foraging is because he has an intelligence of 8 now.
I thought you were saying we all found meat. I'm like, I'm specifically
was
looking
Ragnar,
for
No,
vegetarian
that's just
stuff.
Ragnar.
Well, Ragnar might not
Han's check would have included small game, by the way, if that affects how much I find at all. He would have been looking for small game as well.
Ragnar might not know what
Small game. Yeah, and I'm not going to discredit you on that, but I'm just saying that Ragnar, you find like a good chunk of meat, and then you realize it's a person's arm.
Oh shit!
With piranhas attached to it. Mm-hmm.
Hello, little friends.
Welcome to the shade perk.
Extra meat. Extra protein. He grabs it.
Do not eat
Ren-
that person's arm.
Sorry.
Grabs it.
Rory, you're used to foraging. You do find some look to be edible berries. You're not 100% sure. You'll have to do a check later on after all these checks are done to actually put 2 and 2 together. That's whether they're edible, but as for small game, you do find what appears to be a couple of quota. Anyways, Han, with your check, you do manage to find. You find a good amount of these berries alongside some foliage that, from your understanding and your limited experience within the Shade Mark from your previous venture here, it's edible. It doesn't taste good by any means, but it's edible. And you also find several quail eggs and whatnot just floating in the water. You're uncertain, but you do also take out a couple quail, just that way you can have some protein. And Ren with your 22. You find what appears to be a small cache, actually.
Ooh.
It's a survival pack. It does have dried meats, and it does have like dried fruits, dried meats, some oats and whatnot. Basically, it has a little mix of everything. Along with it, though, you do notice that attached to it is a grappling hook.
Is it trapped?
Make me an investigation check.
Oh, I miss being Aurora. Natural 20!
Natural 20. No, actually, the grappling hook is just attached to the bag. It's just with a rope.
I'm sorry.
It's
You
like a
made
loop.
me anxious.
I'm aware.
It was a
That's the moments
wasted
I live
natural
for.
20. I take the survival pack.
Okay. You
And
also
I
do.
give
You also
meats
do
to
find some. You also do find some other berries, some blackberries and whatnot. That
I actually feed Penelope with the meat, and I keep the rest of it so I can also feed Penelope later.
Okay. I'll say, Han, if you want to cook it up, make me a survival check, and we'll determine whether or not. Because keep in mind, you're not cooking in very sanitary conditions, so
Can I help him with it?
absolutely.
Okay.
So
Bam.
you can depending on what you roll, will determine the results.
Oh, and I'm using I don't know if we already have a bonfire, so create bonfire, and it comes out way smaller than he's normally used to. So he has to kind of tend to it because his power's dampened. He needs to kind of tend to it quickly, and when that gets going, he's gonna start cooking. Just
keep in mind, it'll last for a minute.
Oh, create bonfire does?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay.
So you'll have to recast it.
Well, would since I'm tending to it and putting sticks on it, would the sticks stay ablaze, or would the entire thing go out?
The thing is that you're not dealing with dry wood.
Oh, true.
You're dealing with wood that is heavily damp.
Can
I'll
Rin
say
do it
that
because he's had experience doing this?
I'll say sure.
Oh yeah, have the fucking ranger make the campfire. God, I'm an idiot.
It's okay. We forgot we had a ranger for like 5 seconds.
Have the ranger do ranger things.
Yeah, crazy thought.
It's weird. It's weird. The ranger is more. It seems to be more useful than Aurora was.
Oh no!
Shut the fuck up! I love Aurora.
I know. I'm not. That's not.
That's not the plot right now, by your own admission. So she's important, right?
She is. Yeah, but there's ways for me to. There's ways for me to reallocate that.
Just.
Oh yeah, double 17. So 22 survival.
22 survival. Okay. You do get some
to
firewood
make
going.
A fire.
Yeah, you do get some. You do not fully damp firewood. You do find some that appear to be a bit drier, not fully dried, however. You do get a small blaze going. And alongside with the help of create bonfire from Han, you do manage to actually get a good amount of heat going, enough to definitely cook some meat and whatnot.
All right, I will do my. Is this still at advantage from the help for the cook check?
Yes.
Cool.
Like,
where the fuck did my second D20 just go? All right, there it is. It got like thrown out of the thing. That is a 16.
16, okay. I'll say this: it's passable. The DC wasn't very high; it was a DC 13 check. You make some passable food. You do make some eggs. You do make taking whatever meat you do cook that up. It's stringy. It's by no means a top quality meal. But you're definitely more of a. This definitely feels more rustic than you could say. With the berries Rory got. Make me a nature check on that, son.
Ooh, nature check. Okay.
Yep.
+3. Let's go. Oh.
What'd you get? Oh, that was an @1, wasn't it?
I'll let you know. Yeah.
50.
Right in the middle. Too.
Right in the middle. Not the
I
worst.
can't tell
not
shit
the
about
worst.
these berries. They are blue.
Yeah, they're not blue. They're a bit purple.
But I think they're blue.
One. Yeah, I think they're blue. They got it's weird. It's like they're purple, but at the right angle they're blue.
Crazy guys, these berries.
There's enough for 3 servings, so you just divvy them up.
Sure. The berries.
I'll say the berries.
Okay.
So to give you a rough idea, Roy probably picked, I want to say maybe 12.5 berries, enough to. But with that survival check, she's not 100% certain of what the berries she got were.
Rin also has berries, right? Or
yes,
because that's what she was looking for.
Yeah. The berries you got, they're safe. With your experience in the Shade Mark, you know what to pick and you know what to avoid. Rory, on the other hand, not so much. I'll say this. Parker, Ragnar, and Amelia end up getting the berries that Rory picked.
Oh joy.
Now, bear in mind, if you guys want to make an nature check, you can.
Nah, I'm just eat them.
I will.
Okay.
Because I don't know what they are.
Oh my god, we're gonna get high as fuck, aren't we?
Woo!
We're
Oh,
gonna
thank
get
God.
Entirely depends.
Oh my God, we ought to start tripping out.
Don't worry if we
15?
don't.
15.
Don't worry if we don't start tripping. I still got some.
Amelia, hop in sidebar.
Oh my
Ah.
God, we all start tripping.
Are you kidding me? Hold on, D100 really quick.
Oh no.
Amelia, or not Amelia, Rin was watching to make sure everyone else in the party was looking and make like, oh, look how much Rin is helping. Please don't kill me in my sleep.
Eh. Don't worry,
I'm not
guys.
gonna let anybody kill anybody in their sleep. What the fuck? What is this? How is this even a worry? Are we worried about killing each other and each
I mean,
At this
I
point,
know y'all won't, but Rin's whole thing, her whole message, her whole purpose of being, and her ancestors' whole purpose of being is protecting the creatures that live in the Shademark. And the first thing this group did was kill an innocent creature and then try to protect the person that killed an innocent creature. So Rin, like, these are the scary people that her parents warned her about, so, like, she's not having a good time.
How does she know that it was?
Because it was a fish person doing absolutely nothing that was doing nothing
Yeah,
kind of.
but at that time.
What makes
Okay,
them
so
innocent
Ragnar
is
and
that-
Parker, if I'm correct, you two said that you also consumed the berries, right?
I didn't say
Yep.
nothing. But
Okay,
fuck it, let's
Parker.
do it. Let's go.
Parker and Ragnar in that case,
Full
make him. Parker in that case, and Ragnar, both of you make me con save.
Woo!
Rory made a nature check, got a nat 1 on those berries.
And then got a 76 on the D100.
Yep. I got a
And
nat
now you're
20.
eating black tons.
I got a nat
Oh.
20. So that is
Oh, shit.
28 total. I wanted to get high.
Okay.
That con save.
They aren't getting. They're not. You don't get high from these berries.
What you
that's a
12.
12.
You don't get high from berries in general.
Between the two of you, one moment.
I have to see how much damage this does.
Actually, yeah.
Yep.
Foolish and ate the black ton berries.
Oh man.
I would have warned you.
Um,
you already
I should have fed it to Salas first. That's what he's for.
Okay, so Ragnar, you suffer 7 points of poison damage and are not poisoned for the next hour. Parker, you suffer 14 points of poison damage and are poisoned for the next hour.
Bye bye, kitty.
And Ren, you're just eating like basically the equivalent of, like, trail mix as this is happening. And you look at them, and as Ragnar, like, you watch Ragnar, like, looks at it, and he, like, gives it a weird look, and he's like, weird. It's like blue on one side but purple on another. Whatever.
And that sets off
Parker doesn't-
alarms in Rin's head.
Parker doesn't even look, just downs like all of them. And immediately you get the look, like, you see a little bit of blood trickling from Ragnar's mouth.
Oh,
He doesn't appear to acknowledge it.
no. No.
But Parker, but you immediately see like the blood coming out of like Parker's eye and her mouth.
I run towards Parker
Oh,
and
shit.
cure wounds at a second level. Don't eat the berries unless they were mine. Those are definitely not good berries. Good berry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
those are
that's
black
funny.
tons. They
I
cost
mean, they
400.
tasted pretty good. So
They did actually. They
Ragnar-
didn't. They tasted
Ragnar,
like
you've got
battery
a bit
acid.
of. You've got a bit
you
of.
don't know if Ragnar likes battery acid.
Shit, you Ray.
Yeah. Parker, actually, as you go to cast Cure Wounds, no effect.
Oh, that was a waste of a perfectly good roll.
The
Okay.
poison,
Yes, it
she's
was.
poisoned. Keep that in mind.
True, but that's like, I thought poison immediately does damage.
No, poisoned. That's in the condition.
Oh, okay. Do I know anything, like any anti-poisons, things like that?
Antitoxin.
Antitoxin, sorry.
Make me a nature check.
Brain go burr.
It's okay, guys. It's not lethal from what I remember.
In low doses, no.
Guys,
Nature or medicine?
Nature.
Then a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Looking around, you're trying to basically go through your head, remembering, because you've seen a couple people eat these, and you did know about the thing about these berries is that in low doses they aren't lethal. The toxins are just meant to ward off birds that would feed on them. In particular, it's not the fruit itself that's toxic, it's the seeds. There isn't so much a antitoxin to them as there is just monitoring. If the condition worsens, then seek help immediately. If not, just keep an eye on them and make sure that they aren't in a place where they can sustain more damage than their body can.
Okay, these are not the worst berries to eat in the shade, Merc. They still suck though. No antitoxin. The seeds are the bad things. There's nothing we can really do. Just monitor and make sure it goes well. Anybody that could remove poison with magic, please do so now, or else your friends might get worse and die here.
I don't really understand what the big deal is. I mean, I'm not.
We start bleeding out of your eyes.
I've had worse. Is there any more berries?
Oh God.
Rory.
Yeah, on Amelia's plate actually. There's a good amount of them.
All right,
Rory's
she'll take
gonna
one
slap
and
them
pop it in her
away.
mouth.
Get away from my plate!
Stop. No. We are not doing this. Nobody is coming under any more harm. We are going to monitor these two and try to do any magic to save them. No more
Ellen
eating.
does that stuff, but Thousand Yard Stare.
I'm not gonna change Ronan's spells, even though I do know that got a cleric's due get lesser restoration.
And we just took a long rest.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if I change his spells, he's going to think that something.
So, do we have a paladin who
Rory
has
is trying to lay on hands them.
Do I need to? Do I need to
it's
like
like-
someone's cut?
Rory was gonna walk up and like both your cuts.
Well, actually, Ragnar's not poisoned. He did pass the save. He just took half damage. So,
Alright, so who I'm
he does
smacking?
have a.
So they did take damage.
Yes, they did.
Oh yeah,
So
they
Rory's
did.
gonna walk
I
up.
said this. I just said that
And then I
one
was
of them
like,
is
okay, I kill
poisoned,
Parker, and
the
you're
other one
like, no,
isn't.
they didn't do it.
No, you said when you rolled the 2d8 to recover the HP.
Yeah.
I specifically said you take 14 poison damage, and you are poisoned.
Wait, yeah, I was trying to heal for them, but you told me that they weren't. Okay.
Yes, because the poisoned status condition negates healing.
Oh, it doesn't?
Oh.
It only gives disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
Yeah.
I think you're right about that, but I've always ruled
It would
that.
make sense if it negated healing,
Yeah.
because you're poisoned.
Especially
you're
for
not
such a
gonna get better.
short-term toxin.
It makes sense to
like-
have to cure the fact you are poisoned before you start to
Yeah.
get better. That's
Yeah,
fine. That makes sense
so
to me.
that's typically how I rule it. That's how I know Critical Role rules it
Okay.
as well. So
That's how it probably should be. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, that's how
Yeah.
I've looked at the
That's a
poison
good
condition,
homebrew
I've went,
rule. That's a really good homebrew rule.
This seems
It makes
really
poisoned
weak.
more intense. Yeah, it makes being
Yeah.
poisoned an actual
Especially
issue.
seeing as a lot of enemies are immune to that condition.
Mm-hmm.
So
You got to make it powerful.
Yeah,
if
I've
so many
always
people are gonna,
I've always treated it that way, and I'll
That makes
continue
sense.
treating it that way
Okay.
because to me that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So, yes, Parker is poisoned. With lesser restoration, the poison will wear off immediately, or within 1 hour of consumption, poison will run through run its course.
It's 5 points of lay on hands to heal.
5 points, yes.
Then she will walk up, even though Ragnar's not poisoned. Actually, no, because if he's not poisoned, then the cure wounds at least helped him, right?
Yes, but that wasn't
Cure
cast.
Wounds was on Parker.
Cure Wounds on
Oh,
Parker.
okay. Okay, so then she will walk up,
hug both Parker and Ragnar and give them each 5 points of lay on hands.
All right.
Please don't eat the berries again.
How does the rest of it taste though? How's the rest of the meal?
Pretty good.
Nice.
Like for what could be considered to be a scavenged meal.
Yeah, it's a swamp meal. Like
it's not like high quality. But
it's rustic,
you've had
like you said.
worse.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
when everybody's done eating, Han's gonna kind of stand up, and or no, when Han's done eating, not when everybody's done eating. Han's gonna stand up, and he's just gonna kind of, he's gonna go. Next time, maybe we should pass everything we forage by little buddy here. He can smell poison. It's his whole point of his species. But I'm going to go over. There's a creek nearby or something you said, right?
not a creek per se. There is like a small, like the water for the most part is stagnant. There is a faint current though that just like very slowly pushes the stagnant water around.
So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna be over by the water if any of you need me. And then he's obviously gonna head towards the water, and when he's out of eyesight of everybody else, he's gonna cast Mask of Many Faces, and he turns into sort of a very, very old half drow man. Long white hair, long white beard, very ornate red and gold robes. He's gonna go in the water, and can he see his reflection at all in the water?
You have to move some stuff around, but for the most part, yeah.
He's gonna just look at himself in the reflection, and he's just gonna. I really could use you right now.
In the back of your mind, not the storm. You feel a warmth, a hand on your shoulder. And you hear the voice simply say, I'm still here. I may be gone from this plane, but I'm still here.
Tears start to stream down Han's face, and he's just gonna keep staring in the water a bit in silence. I wasn't ready for that, bro. You fucking hit me upside the head with that one, bro. Man, fuck you.
Fuck you.
But like in a really good, positive way this time. But man, fuck
It's like
you.
it's almost like with every moment of existential horror, there is some level of humanity there.
Oh,
Where?
that was
No,
such
when
a...
did you ever
oh
give it?
my god, man.
You were saying, Blair?
No, I'm gonna let Mason have his moment with his
Oh
mission.
no, he's done his thing. If you walked up, you'd still see him in his half drow form. But he did tell everybody where he was
Oh
going.
no, not for roleplay. I was gonna shit on Chris,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm gonna let there be good vibes for once.
Just aww.
Oh, that was so heartwarming to both me and Han, bro. That was intense.
Well, the other thing too is that kind of tells you something about the storm.
I guess.
It only mostly hates you.
In the back of your mind, you actually do hear the storm. This time, it's not angry, it's not upset. All it says is, I know that you hate me. And I know that you seek my destruction. But all I do is perpetuate the cycle of life and death. If you want to know something, Riel was going to die anyway. He had fallen incredibly ill. And I simply ended his suffering. and I reunited him with you. Does that sound like something an evil being would do?
I'm still not replying or anything. He's just sitting, looking at the reflection still. Still tears.
All right.
When everybody else starts moving off, that's when he'll join everybody else in his normal form as well. But until then, he is just doing that.
Okay. But you do hear one more voice, Han. A woman's voice.
Oh.
Someone told me that you were looking for me. And I know that it's going to be likely quite some time till we see each other again. But I want you to know I'm safe. And I'm heading to Ravenhold to meet Jonathan Rhodes. Han, you recognize the voice as Boris.
Yeah. Yep.
Who? Sorry.
That's some Han backstory stuff right there. I was expecting to get some Chellen backstory stuff, but Ronan's not here.
Yo, I'll take it. I'll take it, man.
Oopsies. I just dropped a monster all over my bed.
Rip.
No.
What kind of monster?
Pacific Punch, so it's bright red.
Oh, no.
I've never heard of that. What AC does it have? What's its CR?
Anyways,
That's the worst joke you've ever told.
Shut up.
Whoever laughed, you're wrong.
Shut up. A joke doesn't have to be good to be funny.
and we'll end off the session with Amelia.
Oh.
You, as you're packing up camp, you're looking through your things, making sure that everything's in order, and you see a locket in your pack.
The locket?
Yeah, you recognize it as well.
I do.
You recognize it as the locket that Jacob wears. He appears to have slipped it in your pack, so you could still get some semblance of peace of mind knowing that he's still out there. Still persisting despite everything.
Probably doing something really stupid.
Probably doing
She
something
slips it
really
on.
stupid. Yeah,
She so slips it on.
it's about the size of a small pocket watch. You pop it open, and inside is it's a small, very small painting of the first photo. Well, I say photo of the first portrait you and Jacob had done together.
Oh. No, don't do that to me, boy. No. I'm not taking this off.
And attached to it is a small note saying, "One day, you'll be mine."
Oh.
And we'll end session off there.
Oh man.